Good morning. I'm getting everything set. Hello, hello, hello. It's Saturday. It's a sunny day. Beautiful blue skies. I'm ready to play and have some fun. I hope you are too. My name is Robbie Rabala, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Bern, North Carolina, just in case you don't know who I am. I'm going to give it a few minutes for people to come in. But when you do come in, please say hello and tell me where you're from. I love seeing where people come from. Hey, Carol, good morning to you too. I hope you have your beverage of choice. It was a little chilly this morning, so my hot tea was kind of good. I even fixed it early because it was like I was cold, so I don't have too much left. I am revisiting with a twist an idea that I did once before. I think it was on the page. I don't think it was in my group. Hey, Kim. So this will be an experiment. I saw the idea and I loved it. So I decided to give it a try. Now, I just kind of looked at it. There wasn't a whole lot that I could see. Hey, Sharon. Woohoo. We've got Northeast and Southwest and Kim, maybe Midwest, but over Midwest some, not quite West. Hey, Renee, and there's Australia. Oh my gosh, we're all over this morning. Great. But anyway, I saw this idea and I thought, oh, that's a cool twist on the idea I had done before. So I'm going to try it. There wasn't any explanation. So I'm just kind of going with what I think how it was done. So we'll see. Hey, Gladys. Ooh, Gladys is from Canada. So we are international. Hey, Barb. Woo, go people. Come on in here. Tell your friends. Let's have some fun. I am ready this morning. I'm excited about this idea. If it works, it'll be a great way to use your dies. And there's really, you don't need any stamps. I'm using a block and some stencils, and that's it. You know, my blending brushes, but no stamps, because I don't think it would look right with stamps unless you put a sentiment on there. And you know me, I don't put sentiments on mine. I will probably have to zhuzh these up a little bit when I'm done, because I forgot to bring over a center for my one flower, but we'll see. And I'm playing with colors. I didn't know I wanted to do a feminine version and a masculine version, so that's what I have. I played, oh my gosh, ladies, I played with the fitting florets. Hey, Betty Ann, another Texas there. The fitting florets, and posted it on my blog yesterday, the card I made. That is one fun bundle and paper. That's all I got. I didn't get the gems. I have so many gems that isn't funny, and they weren't real thrilling, so to speak. So I didn't get them, but I love it. And I'm using it for my class in January, but I'm having registration close for that class October 31st, because I want to order the paper November 1st, because it's while supplies last. And I don't want to have to, excuse me, have to worry about not getting the paper. So this way I can get as many people in as I can. I haven't got the cards made, but I will be making them. Where are my cards? I brought up my cards. I was looking for my cards for next month's class, November. I'm using Abigail Rose. I was going to give you a sneak peek, but I'm not sure where I put my cards. Maybe they're still downstairs. Maybe I didn't bring them up, but because I got those done, but I'm going to work on getting the Gladys, that paper is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. They have Stampin' Up! Every once in a while, you know, there's a few in the annual catalog that are okay, but then every once in a while they come up with one like Texture Chic, and then this one, gorgeous paper, gorgeous. Makes me mad I don't have those up here. I thought I had them up here. But I'm going to work on the cards so that I can do a little graphic so you can get a sneak peek of what they're going to look like. But that's what I want to do. And I want to get those cards designed so I can show both sets at my classes. So, all right, it's time to get started. I'm going to take another swallow and move this out of the way, because if I don't, I will knock it over. And I'm going to change the pin. Oops, I want to pull this over first because that way nobody gets dizzy. So let me pull this over. I may have to adjust it. There we go. All right. Yep, just a little. I'm going after this for my third booster, I think it is. I don't know. It's the next COVID shot. So I'm going for that one after this one. So wish me luck, ladies. Okay. All right. I'm starting with a piece of white, and don't ignore my nails. I haven't had a chance to do them. I'm using the B block, and I'm going to use Night of Navy. And I think you remember me doing this. All right. Where I inked up the block. All right. And then I sprayed it, but usually I spritz it with water. I'm going to spritz this with alcohol because it'll dry faster. And let's see if I get it dry to do what I need it to do. And I've got it really runny because I want to make sure there's no dots, so to speak. And I'm going to flip it over and set it down. Woohoo, look at that action. Oh, cool. All right, now I've got to dry this off because I don't want to put the alcohol in my ink pad. But do you remember my doing this? Ooh, look at how that's gray up there. That is really wild. I think that's part of the reason I like doing this, because you never know what you're going to get color-wise. All right, I've got this. Hopefully I have enough alcohol in here to do the next one. All right. I got a couple of spots. There we go. I had a couple of blank spots. All right, and I'm going to flip this over. You see that action? That is kind of cool. Oh, pooh, I put my finger there. Dang it. Oh, well, that'll have an extra blob. All right, now I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to do the other block because that will give this time to dry. And I like the way that's bleeding. This could be fun. Interesting. Like I say, sometimes I do these things. I may flip that around. Yeah, it looks better that way. I never know what these things are going to do. I like, oh, and I just put that down on my table with the alcohol side down. Not a good idea. All right, there, I dried it off. Okay, let me move this in here. This time I'm using the same block, but I'm using Evening Evergreen. All right, so let's see what happens with this one. Wonder if we'll get any other colors. That navy had a gray come into it. So let's see. I did try and clean my blocks, although that doesn't look like it's clean, but I think if I spray it, I'll be okay. I'm really spraying it so that the water is running, or the ink is running, just for the look. And I got to watch my hands. I want this one a little straighter. I don't know if it is. I love the effect you get when the ink transfers to the paper. This is like heat embossing, you know, when that plastic melts, because that's what it is, it's plastic. All right, now let me get this. And if it's not quite dry, I will use my heat tool. There we go. I'll put that one there. That one just looks like it's the green. I wanted to show you how you could do this with both masculine and a feminine card. All right, let me go back to the first one. It's still a little wet. So let me take and heat it real quick and dry it, because I'm going to add some more ink with the stencil, and I don't want it to bleed. This is a great technique that you could do and, do a bunch, set it overnight, let it dry, and then come the next day and finish it up. It won't take you any time at all. All right, I think that's got it. Yeah, it's dry now. Okay, so I pulled out the stencils. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's hidden. Wrong side. I have them on two separate slides. I've chosen, I don't know if you can see the pattern, this one. Okay, and I'm going to put this down and put this on top. All right, and I'm going to try to get it on there as straight as I can. And I'm just going to hold it because I'm not going to do the whole background. I'm just going to add a little bit of interest. So I'm going to start here, and I don't want it dark. Now, I chose to use daffodil. I like the combination of blue and yellow. I need a little bit more. This is going to be fun because I didn't. All right, let me see. Oh, still a little bit more. Okay. Okay, that's good. This one, because it's lighter, I'm doing it a little bit darker. And I did go up into that, which I didn't want to do, but that's okay. All right, let me put this out of the way. And I'm going to move this. And then I'm going to add this to, I was going to put it on white, but you know what? I think I'm going to put it together, and then we'll look at the bases and you can tell me which one you like best. I pulled out the Summer Shadows dies, which are not mine, thanks Barb. I borrowed them and I haven't given them back. And I've cut out 2 flowers, and I used, oops, this one still got some pieces stuck in there. I used the brushed metallic foil, and I used a copper color. I always do gold or silver, and I thought, you know what, let's try it with copper. And I've got those. Let me get that out of here. All right, now this is going to go on like so. And like I said, I forgot a center. I may have to get the brush metallic dots real quick. Let me get them. I think they're big enough. I hope they are. Yes, I think the larger one, and there is a copper in there. All right, this is flat. I'm not going to worry about a little tiny piece to take and try, and I have a new bottle and it's bigger and I don't have it full. So consequently, I have to shake it. My other one, I've used it so much, it bit the dust. It developed a, I got ink on my, or glue on my finger. It developed a leak up around the top. So I figured with all my squeezing, I've taken and, all right, I'm going to pull it down slightly like so. And I'm going to pull over a block to hold it in place while I do the other one. But I guess I've squeezed it so much that I wore a hole into it. So I just grabbed another one. And I'm not worried about putting this down with glue all over. All right, that one's down. And I'm going to move this one right about there, and I'll put it in place. And then give it a few seconds. And let me see, I need a navy card base. And I don't have one, so let me cut one. We'll see We'll have the white, the navy, and the yellow, which is daffodil. And we'll see which one is best. Of course, now I have all this stuff over here. Oh, that hurt. Dropped the stamp set on my foot. I'm prepping for a craft show, so I've got stuff everywhere. And I didn't thought about it. All right, there's that one. Let me see if I have a daffodil. Oh, I do have a daffodil base already, so I don't have to worry about it. And we'll see which one you like better. All right, so I've got both of those, and I've got the white. Let me pull out my gems here. Those just fit in there, but it's the perfect. Now there is a center that you could put in there if you wanted. I think I'm going to add some. Oh, it flew away. I think I'll add some of the, I didn't get to hide that spot, but that's okay. Somebody will get it and appreciate it. All right, so I've got that one. All right, now, here it is on the yellow. All right, so you, here is the blue. Remove that, and here's the white. So which one did you like better? Okay, I'll do it again. There's the yellow. There's the blue. And there's the white. I think the blue. What do you think? Let me know your answer. Yeah, I agree, Gladys. I think the blue really makes it pop. The yellow, it's like a white, it's like, it's okay. And the yellow, it just doesn't do anything. Soft suede, okay. You would have to ask for all the colors that I've been using for my craft fair cards. So I have to go looking. All right, there's soft suede. All right, so now we're down to the yellow is definitely out. Nobody likes the yellow, which is fine. I don't care. All right, here's the blue. Here's the soft suede. Blue or soft suede? I'm still leaning towards the blue. It just that it brings out the yellow background to me. Whereas in this one, it's all kind of flat. All right, Kim said soft suede. Carol says blue. I've got one soft suede, one blue. Okay, where are we going? Soft suede or blue? Soft suede or blue? Blue. And I know Barb's going to choose blue, so it's going to be blue. Okay, let's do the blue because I think it makes it pop. And that just gives the other one time that I did time to dry. All right, now this is going to go on here. And you can add a sentiment down here. You can add a bow. You can do whatever you want. I get you started and you can go from there. I hope you guys take some of these ideas and try them. Nobody ever shares them. So I'd love to see if you guys try it. And I like the alcohol versus the water. I think it evaporates faster, so it soaks down into the paper. So there's the first card. All right, let's go back to this card. Let's see if it's dry. Yeah, see, this one is dry. All right. This one looks fairly similar. I think I'm going to do it this way. I like that fuzzy line. I don't know why I like the fuzzy line. All right, this time I'm using this. I think it's like a quatrefoil is what they call it. Stencil. I couldn't think. All right, and I'm going to use crumb cake. I'm going to pull this down and make this even. So if all right. Let's see what this one looks like. If you were like me, I'm going to move this over here. I have a tendency to stamp in the center. So when you go to use your blending brushes, use the edges. All right, do I need some more? Let me see. Nope, that's good. Let me put this in the sink so I don't get it all over everything. All right, so I've got that. For this one, I pulled out the artistically inked. It's here it is. It's the artistic dies. And I cut this out of soft suede. I just decided to not do a foil with it. So I wanted a masculine card. And this is what I went with. And I'm going to glue this down. You can easily use got to put more in here. I'm almost out of glue. That's the reason why there's not a whole lot in here. All right, now it should come out. There it comes. You could easily use I got a back piece there. A metallic on it. I chose not to for something different, just so you can see the difference. And ladies, we're going to be having this card made in like 30 minutes. This is Evening Evergreen. Did I say soft suede? I'm sorry. This is Evening Evergreen. This is crumb cake. Are we talking about that one, Barb? Maybe I misspoke myself. And I'm just going to put this straight across like so. And I'm going to pull a block in and set it down. Now, I did the same thing. I was going to put this on white. Ooh, you get inky hands with this one. Let me get a crumb cake piece. I already have the soft suede out. Let's see. Do I have a crumb cake base already done? Yep, I got a crumb cake. And an Evening Evergreen. And the succulent. We'll see which one goes. I don't know if I have a, yeah, I do. I have a card base for that one too. All right, we'll see which one goes with it. The other thing you can do is this is 4 by 5 1/4, but the die cut is soft succulent. This is soft succulent, not soft suede. If I said soft suede, I'm sorry. It's soft succulent. All right, so there's that. All right, and now we have to decide, and I think I'll put some gems on this one. All right, there's soft succulent. Here is Evening Evergreen. The die cut is Soft Succulent. There's Evening Evergreen, and there's Crumb Cake. So which one do you think here? And we'll see which. I'm thinking gold would go. You could easily cut that out of foil if you wanted, but I wanted to show you something different. All right, let's look at it again. All right, here's Soft Succulent. Here's Evening Evergreen. My finger. And here is Crumb Cake. Okay, one evergreen. All right, Soft Succulent. Carol wants to see them again. I mean, yeah, Soft Succulent. Evening Evergreen. Crumb Cake. Okay. I got a gem on the floor. It looks like Soft Succulent is the winner. Okay. Yeah, that is Evening Evergreen ink, but look at how different it is with the alcohol and once it evaporates, which is, I think, a fun side effect, I guess you could say, or effect in any way, of using, you know, your blocks with your inks. It pulls out. I mean, who knew that there would be gray in navy? All right, let me get this on, and then we'll add some gems to this, and we have a masculine idea. Ladies, I have to tell you, I appreciate so much your sharing my videos, my cards. The page is growing. Good for you, Carol. Quite a bit, which is good because when you comment and share, Facebook sees it as content of interest to others, and they share it out there. I've picked up a number of new subscribers and people commenting that I have no idea who they are. I don't know how long they've been following me or if they're following me. So I appreciate it a lot. Okay, now, would you put gold on here? Or I know I wouldn't do that. It's too flat. Let me pull this out and see if I can give you an idea. There's the bronze and the gold. Let me move it more like this. So which would you use? Bronze or gold? And I can add them to my card. Okay, Carol, let's see if you're on a winning streak on this one. Carol says gold. So you got one gold. What does everybody else think? Bronze, gold. Ooh, a gold, a bronze. Yeah, I know, Kim. Some people won't say anything. Gold. Oh, it looks like gold's going to win. I wish people would say hello, tell me where they're from. I just love it and take part in it. Ooh, bronze is coming back. 3 and 2. Bronze, gold. Okay, going once, going twice. Gold is the winner by 1. Carol, you have a perfect winning streak today. Good for you. All right, and I'm going to use, since I have not many little ones left, I'm going to use all big ones this time and just put 3 on there. And again, there's space here for sentiment. I could have put one up there, but I put that there instead. So, you know, there's ways to add a sentiment if you want it. I tend to not use a sentiment, so then I can use it for whatever reason I want. All right, here are the cards we did today. And this is a fun, easy technique. Ink your block up. Make sure your block's clean. I did clean these before I started the live, so that they have to be smooth. I don't know, this one doesn't have it. One of these had stuff on one side, and if you've got anything on there, your ink is not going to give you a nice smooth spread. You'll get blotches like that. So there it is. Oh, thanks, Carol. I think it's a fun technique, and there's anything you can use. And like Kim said, use this as a background and cut out silhouettes. I almost did that. Well, Carol, you know, if you don't have stencils, there are several sets that you can use and create your own stencils. Oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. Let me see. Let's look at our stamp sets. All right, now that's the one I used. You can make a stencil using that one. Just cut it out of, thanks guys. Window sheet, you know, if you want to reuse it. The butterflies, you can do a stencil with the butterflies. I cut my dies apart, this one, but you can lay those out and create your own stencil and cut it. Any of the delicate edges you can do. This one, the designer tags, if you have it, this one is a nice stencil. Oh yeah, Sharon, it would. The frames would be nice, the enchanting details, any of those open hand pen, it's penned flowers, poppy moments. I've done that one as a stencil long time ago. Potted succulents. See, there's a lot you don't have to have. Split card textures would work. So there's lots. The sunflower, the outline of it, lots of things. Just look for an open stencil. You can even use this one as a stencil. So there you go. All right, give me a few minutes. I'm going to do some switching. All right, I'm going to change the spotlight, and then I'll get this. All right, I'm going to pull this out of the way. That way you don't get dizzy. And there it is, 2 fun cards. And I like Sharon's idea of Christmas colors. It would be interesting to see. You could do a solid tree on there instead of the die cuts that are open. Lacy, I call them lacy. I don't know if it is or not. The quatrefoil would be very pretty in Christmas colors. You could do the quatrefoil, which is this one, as a background in green, and use a red, but I would use, I think the red would be okay. I wouldn't go with cherry cobbler. That's too dark. I would go with real red. Then you could put holly leaves on there, like Betty Ann said. You could put a tree on there. So, I mean, lots of ideas. Ladies, you guys are fabulous with coming up with the ideas. Go for it. Make it. Share it with us. All right. Sadly, I won't be here next week. I'm going to the Stamp, Scrap, and Art Tour. It's something we started doing a couple of years ago, well, before COVID, and then they had COVID and they didn't do it for a few years, but they're back this year, and we're going to go to that. I like to go. Friday night, we have a make and take, and we make I don't know how many cards. I think it was like 8 or 10 different ideas when we went last time. Ooh, snow. Ooh, ooh, that would be gorgeous, Kim. You could do, I would do pool party and this balmy blue. Lots, you guys are good, lots of ideas. But anyway, we do make and take Friday night, make a bunch of cards. Now it's not Stampin' Up, it's other companies. But I like to check out other companies because this idea was not done with Stampin' Up supplies. I get a lot of my ideas from other places. And where's that one? It was up here. Here it is. I think I've shared this one. This one, not Stampin' Up product that when I saw it, but that's what I used was Stampin' Up supplies. So I see ideas from other companies and I just make it with our stuff, you know? So that's how I get my ideas. I find it, I like doing that because then my stuff doesn't look like everybody else's, which doesn't usually happen anyway, but oh well. That's fine with me. I just love sharing my ideas and inspiring you. And from obviously from the Christmas idea, the snow, sunset, a stormy night, you know, holly leaves, I'm inspiring you and that's my goal. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. Cross your fingers because I'm hoping I'm not in bed tomorrow. Usually I have a reaction. I'm usually very tired and very cold and I just stay in bed and sleep all day tomorrow after the shot. So we will see, but I've got to get it. I have not gotten it in the Omicron. It's out there. Now the flu is my next shot because that one is starting to ramp up down South Carolina. Hasn't gotten to North Carolina real bad yet. So, but I want to get that one also. And then I'm good. So I will see you in 2 weeks, unless you join me for Facebook Live next week, or not Facebook, YouTube Live at noon Eastern Standard Time. And I put the link in here. I'll try to put the link in earlier. I didn't put it in as early this week. I'll be honest, I forgot. I think I was by myself, but that's okay. There's no sound, so I'm going to see if I can't download it, do a voiceover and reload it and see if it works. Who knows? We'll see. All right, guys, have a great evening, weekend. And if I don't see you on Wednesday, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye. Okay.